Have you or a loved one ever been sick and had to stay at the hospital? Have you ever seen a physical illness zap the energy out of a life to the degree that that person can't even give themselves a bath? Some people appear to be well able to take care of themselves, but because of chronic diseases such as COPD or congestive heart failure, that person can't even take 10 steps without going into respiratory distress. That's where I step in. These helping hands right here express love in the most unique way. Service. Service is help given to others. When I showed up to the hospital today and clocked in, I came with a mission in mind. I am there to assist in nursing these patients back to a healthy state. I am there to be nurturing and kind. Sometimes I just need to listen and be supportive. But in some cases, a patient is at the end of their life's journey and they need these hands to make them as comfortable as possible throughout the transition. Even after the death process, these hands help maintain the dignity and respect we all deserve through post-mortem care. Everybody is not cut out for this kind of work. It takes a real patient person to help somebody get out of bed when they're weak and stiff in their body. In my experience, I have learned to lean a hand by pulling someone up, swinging their legs around the bed, and setting my own body strong enough for the patient to use me to stand themselves up. This work is self-giving and sacrificial. A patient in this situation cannot be rushed. As much as you just want to pick the person up and toss them where they need to go, usually that's just impossible. Also, any given day, these hands care for 8 to 12 patients in an 8 or 12-hour shift. Take today, for example. I had 9 patients, and I worked for 12 hours. Although some people show up to work with just a paycheck in mind, I am there to provide protection from neglect and mistreatment. If someone can't feed themselves, I am responsible for providing them with the nourishment that they need. I can offer a warm, clean bath and offer the utmost care to a person who isn't even in their right mind. And the great part about it all is I know I'm making a difference. This work is very rewarding. I can't tell you how many compliments I receive on a daily basis. A patient's family never forgets the care that that patient receives and all the efforts to save that patient's life. Some patients have baked cakes, written letters, or came back up to the hospital to express their gratification after their stay. It makes me feel good, like I'm doing something worthwhile with my life. Needless to say, I think a lot of these hands and the work that they do. However, helping hands wouldn't be worth a flip without the caring heart behind them. As 1 Corinthians chapter 13 states, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things, and love never fails. I refuse to let these helping hands fail.